have Winston Salem unmuted.
Hey, Winston-Salem, who am I talking to?
This is David Amos. Hello, Mitch. Hi.
Hey, David, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, but I do have a frustration that I thought you probably had faced before that I've run by you. Because this has happened more than one time. You know, it seems that the house is sitting there and then suddenly three people want it at the same time. So you've got party A who comes in and they're excited and you say, okay, you know, we'll get together tomorrow night and we'll sign the contract. And then an hour later, party B comes in and they're also interested in buying, but you've already told party A you're going to meet with them tomorrow night. You haven't signed anything yet. And, of course, as luck would have it, party B has 10,000 more that they can put down. So
10,000 more?
But you've already told party A you'll meet with them tomorrow night. And there's the dilemma. So what do you do in those situations?
10,000 more?
Well, yes. It was 15,000 down, and party B said, and we'll put 25,000 down. I know, that's painful. But party A is all excited because they're ready to meet you tomorrow night with their, to sign the contract.
I mean, how serious is the 25? How serious is the 25,000 person? I mean, can they meet you at noon, or can they give you some non-refundable money? I mean, you just tell them, I got someone who wants to buy the house, but I like your offer better, but I don't want to miss both people. They try to get your 25 to commit, and I would just tell the other people I had an offer I couldn't refuse. You know what I mean?
Well, on a Sunday, they're not going to be able to come up with much proof of anything. Maybe not even I guess they could write a personal check. Now, in this particular case, I did go as I promised, and we signed papers tonight with party A, and I told party B that I would call them tomorrow if party A didn't sign today. But I just wondered how you set the stage for this when you're meeting with several people at the house and interest is there.
Well, maybe you start by saying,
come by. Somewhere.
Maybe in the future you say, well, we'll meet tomorrow and we'll talk about everything, and if everything's okay, maybe we'll do a contract. Like, in the future, don't commit so wholeheartedly. You commit to meet and go over the paperwork. That way, if another better offer comes in, you didn't say you were going to sell it. Personally, I don't know. Right now, I don't feel like it's that big of an infraction to say, hey, I had a big cash offer come in, and I'm going to take it. I apologize, but it's just an offer I can't refuse. I mean,
Yes. Okay.
What do you think? What do you think they would do to you?
Oh, they can't do anything to me. We don't have any verbal agreement.
No. I'm saying if the tables were turned around, how do you think they would treat you?
Oh, I see what you say. That's a good question. If they were me, they would. But it's good. That is a good question. I figure I'm winning either way, but it would have been nicer to have the $25,000 down on a $92,000 house. I know I'll be okay either way. It's just I didn't like the feeling of, because this happened before where I've had several people interested at the same time. So I was just wondering, how you had your guys work those kinds of situations.
Well, I mean, typically at our office we take the first offer and we don't play A against B. But if B was not a maybe, if they were for sure, I don't know. That's a really tough one. It really is.
I felt it was I felt that they were really committed. They were very excited. The family was dancing around. I got the money. I got the money. I can. Do I give it to you? No. You give it to the attorney. Stuff like that. So they did follow through. They met tonight with the whole family in tow with just $1,500 in cash, and that's a 500 application fee and 1,000 good faith, earnest money. And that deal's gone. It just made me feel like there's some kind of learning I should be able to keep in the future.
Well, the learning is in the future. You don't say, I'll sell it to you tomorrow. You say, let's meet and we'll discuss it tomorrow. And
Yes.
There's still time for other calls to come in, so you don't commit. You'd say, well, let's meet and discuss it tomorrow. Let me talk with you and see how I feel about everything. But let's meet tomorrow and have your money ready in case we decide to go forward. But I need to meet you because I'm carrying a note for you for 30 years. I need to meet you. And then you haven't committed.
Right. I guess if I tell them up front, we maybe just go ahead and say we often have several offers at the same time, and we would have to consider other offers until we actually decide. As long as I kind of pre-warn people, I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to make one person outbid the other. I don't like that.
No, I don't know that I'd go that far because I think you're going to scare them. I just think, well, let's meet tomorrow and let's see if it's going to work out. It's like let's meet and see. And then in the meantime, it's like, I'm sorry to tell you, but I had an offer I couldn't refuse, and you never said yes, I'll sell it to you.
Yes, that would all be true. Well, thank you. I appreciate you going over that. That gives me a little better feeling about how to do things in the future.
Well, but the thing is, it's how much money do you have in this house?
Oh, maybe 55, 60.
Yeah, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because if you get 25,000 down, you're carrying this note for a tiny ass balance. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean? If you took the 25, you really don't have a lot of spread left. You know what I mean?
True. Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I'm just saying.
Kind of a win-win. Either way, I'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, either way is a winner. So you're not desperate. So, what you're going to go ahead with A? Is that what you're saying?
I can sign tonight. I just got home. We just signed tonight, and he brought his $1,500 in cash. It went exactly the way he thought it would. We go in his mind. It's just that the people who came in just a few hours later, he said, we can put 25 down. Who knows? They might not have gone through with it either. They were. That's always the risk you run. That's always the risk you run when you start playing games. That you're going to lose both people. Yes, I might get it same point. That's one of the reasons. Like at our office, when someone comes in and it's agreeable, then it's pretty much done. 99.99%. Yes. So. Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate you running through it. It was such a simple thing, but it's happened before. I like the way you phrase those things. It gives me a little better way of approaching it. I think next time. Okay. Well, thanks so much. I'll turn the floor over to somebody else then. Have a good night. All right.